What's up, guys? Today I'm going to teach you 5 easy tricks you can do even though you're scared. So let's say you're scared to do a rock to fakie and come back in fakie. Maybe this is a bigger ramp than you're normally skating and you're just scared to commit to going back in the ramp. Well, here's 5 tricks you can do without having to go back in the ramp, just coming up on the deck. So if I was skating vert or something really big that I didn't even want to drop in on, I would try to learn tricks that I could do out of it onto the flat deck, because it's going to be a lot safer than trying to go back into a really steep, scary transition. So for me personally, this is not really an intimidating ramp. It's the one I feel the most comfortable on right now. But let's say this was a 14-foot vert ramp and I was scared to go back in fakie. Well, I could do a few different things. I could just learn to launch out. So with that, you're just dropping in and you're going fast enough that you can hit the coping, lift your weight off of your front foot a little bit, so you can kind of do an ollie almost, kind of bonk up the coping, land on the deck, and roll away. So for me, that's the easiest way to do it. If you're having trouble with that, you could actually come up, land in a decked out rock to fakie, and then lift your back wheels and roll up. That's another way to do it. Also, after you get comfortable with those two, I would try to roll up like into a blunt, land in the blunt, and then kind of drop into the deck. So these are all different ways to get up on the deck, and they kind of look like tricks, but they're really easy and they're not that intimidating. So after you've got those down, you could work on maybe coming up and doing a back 180 into a disaster, but then landing all the way up on the deck, secure, so you're not worried about having to go back in, then lifting up your front wheels, rolling back up onto the deck. You can do all kinds of stuff out of this too. So if you land in that, you can do a little shove it out. This is one of those things that just takes time, but it's something to think about. Doing tricks up onto the deck might be a lot easier than actually trying to do them into the ramp. So another one that's a good example of that is like a half cab blunt, and then you just kind of either revert or just kind of drop in up on the deck. So I've done half cab blunts and backside blunts in this ramp before, but that's not really something I want to do because it's really scary. You know, popping in from a blunt is kind of terrifying on this ramp. So when you do it, when you get into a blunt and then you go up on the deck, it's super safe, but it still makes you look like you know what you're doing. You look like you know how to do a hard trick. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail in this video, but that's just something to think about. Just watch some of these tricks and just think about them. You know, it's something you might not have thought of, but it's something that's going to help you progress with harder tricks in the future. It's going to make you more comfortable on your board. It's something that's safe, something that you can practice on any ramp as long as it has enough deck on the top to do these onto. This is way better on like a really deep bowl, something that you're scared to do tricks on, but you can drop in and you can pop out of. And the reason it's better on a bowl is because bowls are underground. You've got more deck. You've got like a lot more surface on the top to actually roll away with. So it makes these look a little bit better. So yeah, there are different ways to pop out of a ramp besides just popping straight out. You can get really fancy with it, and these tricks are kind of impressive to some people. So try them out. I hope this video was helpful to somebody. If you like this kind of content, hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.